Alright, so I am jumping on live really quick. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Don't know how it'll go, if I'll even save it. Whatever. I'll wait. I will wait. It's time to rock and roll, Jimmy. Whoever's there, leave a comment. That would be great. Bum bum bum. Oh, they're gone. Zach, they're gone. They've gone somewhere else. Where'd they go? I don't know. Welcome to another edition of the life of a borderline. Run while you still can. Who's here? Remember, in the astral plane, it's all dark surrounding you. You gotta focus on what's around you and what's in front of you. And from there, you can suss out the rest if you focus elsewhere, but your focus should be on who's in front of you and what you're doing in every moment. Oh, nobody cares about shit that matters. I understand. I fucking stand. I understand. I absolutely get it. I 100% get it. Nothing that matters actually matters. I absolutely get it. It doesn't matter to pieces of shit, but it matters to me. So if anyone is here, leave a comment. If not, go away. Oh, and you left. Congratulations on missing something so fucking important. It's not important. Yeah, it is. Maybe not right now in the eyes of many that don't understand or don't know and haven't read over court documents, but whatever. You'll come to fucking... I wish you said more to me. Anyway. Who the Is anyone there that's going to say anything? If not, I'm just gonna fucking quit this and it's not even gonna show up at all. Yo, Edmon7, finally. Holy fuck. Do you have me on Facebook yet? Hey. Do you have me on Facebook yet? It's awesome, you're always showing up. Man, I'm putting out so much work about the actual people that did what they did to Kurt. Like, if Courtney or anyone looked at my profile, they'd be like, oh shit. just based on all the thumbnails. So what is up is me and some other people are transcripting everything Danny said over way over 7 hours we have. And with Joe, he is all over the place, but I'm still working with him and talking with him. We're planning to record something still about lucid dreaming. Not anything about Kurt, like what happened to him, but lucid dreaming. Maybe some things about Kurt, but not about the crime. Because it's too much for him. He can't do it. If you want to talk to him, you gotta not bring up, if your friend was murdered, I'm just saying this to anyone listening, it would be hard to talk to people, but a lot of things in the works. There's a lot of people that want to exploit people. And some people allow it just because they can get money. I mean, Joe deserves money, but not in the way, like he deserves more than what he's getting, but not in the way of getting any, in a way from somebody that's, trying to manipulate him and take advantage of him and what happened to Kurt and Kurt himself. We can do this a way better way, where the person that's doing good for this world doesn't get exploited. Don't you agree? Yeah, Joe should be living wealthy, just like all the rest of the people that actually took part in the crime, that weren't just eyewitnesses. But he shouldn't get money and be exploited at the same time. You can seem like, oh, I have money, I'm happy. But being exploited is not good, and he doesn't deserve that. He deserves the fucking most respect any fucking human in this fucking generation beta can fucking get. He's the one that can break all the bullshit. And the bullshit that's been piling up since 1994 and before. All these fake magazines, National Enquirer, real conspiracies and crimes going on, but they're being covered up because of ridiculous, ludicrous stories by people that know the celebrities and try to make it seem so outrageous that no one will believe any of it. That's been going on since I was a baby. I remember pulling out magazines that my mom had, and it's like Courtney Love on the cover. I didn't know who she was, but it all looked crazy. And they made the covers look crazy. And they always included something like paranormal or something else weird. I forget the magazines. Yeah, Joe can't go to the authorities. He's already wanted. So Michelle and Lisa trying to get the police on him and get him to go there, only going to make him go to jail, and then we're not going to know anything more. But luckily he put out his book, The New Testimony, so we know about Mark Lanigan, Dark Mark, and Dylan Carlson, stupid bimbo, I'll nickname him that, the guy that likes to sing along to all the pretty songs and should have been the one to shoot himself in the head. They're all into alchemy. Joe, Mark, Dylan. You see the tattoos on their hands of it. Courtney's into that stuff too, witchcraft specifically though. So we know everybody that fucking took part in it. Maybe not one individual, because it might obviously not be Daniel Clint Rich. And if it's somebody else, they could be anybody's next door neighbor. So that's kind of scary. Uh, I'm not ruling out Alan Wrench. I know some people say he's a troll. A lot of people do, but he did have the connection with El Duce, and then El Duce died when Alan picked him up and was angry and yelling at him. So you gotta think a little, not just be like, oh, this guy's full of bullshit. Who the fuck knows outside of our own brains what's real? We gotta really fucking dig to find out. But anyway, the only two people still alive are Callie DeWitt and Dylan Carlson that were there that night in the house that knew Kurt was to be murdered and took part in it. And Callie taking part in getting everyone away from the scene. Courtney promises everyone everything. Courtney gave Dylan and Mark thousands of dollars to go to rehab. But I don't think they went to rehab. And if they did, well, it certainly didn't work because they were on drugs afterwards, too. I would like to have Richard Lee on and speak to everybody like this. Just in a straightforward way about everything. Not in a I'm popular, donate to me kind of way. Let's just talk about Kurt Cobain's case and then, like, log off. So, alright, so, based on the book, and based on all the interviews with Joe, the video and audio interviews, Dylan would have went up to Joe and asked him where Kurt was. They were looking around first, and then they went down to the basement where Kurt was. And based on the video interviews of Joe, Dylan would have asked him to do heroin in the greenhouse with him, but Kurt was denying it, refusing. They either cooked that heroin up in the basement while they were creeping behind, trying not to be noticeable, Mark and that other person, or they were doing that while they were upstairs already before they went in the basement, knowing that Kurt was already in the house. I guarantee they were doing it in the basement, not knowing for sure if maybe Kurt went out for a little while. But they knew Kurt was at home because Callie had called Courtney and told her that Kurt was at home. There we go. No need to fucking hire Tom Grant, a private investigator. You already know he's at home. You already fucking did what you wanted to do. You killed him. You had them kill him. Now you're gonna call the private investigator and play with his head and be like, find my husband. You mean find your husband's dead body? That's what Courtney actually meant. Yeah, and now, like, if they want to justify it, be like, oh, we were young, man. We were on drugs. Like, people do crazy things for drugs. That doesn't justify all the abuse they've done to him, even calling him an asshole the day the news broke it. And making, having many kids and adults commit suicide, thinking that Kurt did it. That Kurt did that. There's no justifying it. Just like with what's happening in Palestine now, there's no justifying killing anybody or Charlie Kirk or anybody. You can be like, ha ha ha, I don't agree with you, ha ha ha. But then that just shows your own character. You're awful if you're going to be like that. Anybody celebrating death, that just, it shows you who they are. And people don't understand that. A lot of people don't. Not everyone. It's weird. Scary. But, yeah, now we just have Dylan. Dylan, actually, ironically, lives in the same area. Well, his girlfriend, his new wife, is from the same area I'm in right now in North York, in Toronto. And family lives right around me. So who knows if Dylan comes here for Christmas or whatever. But it's weird. I'm also right here where I am. I'm right near Corey Haim's house. Corey Haim was an actor in Hollywood. And he was from North York. He was on a hockey team of North York too. And his body is only buried like 25 minutes away from me. I don't know if you ever heard of the two Coreys. Anyway, the rich are celebrating and partying, but at least they're being paranoid at the same time. So now that we know what happened to Kurt, and there's only 2 people alive that did it to him, what are we going to do? Of course, there's a third person that plotted it and everything, but the people that were there at the house that partaked in it, there's only 2 more of them alive. Callie looks like he's going to live a long while. He's like only in his 50s. And then there's Dylan. He still looks like a heroin junkie. Oh no, they filmed the 2 Coreys, I think, in Los Angeles, but Corey Haim is right from here, North York. His mom's house literally is like not too far from my place right now. And the cemetery is in Vaughan, but that's like 25 minutes away. Oh gosh, dude. I'm only like 10 minutes away from Paul Bernardo's parents' house, and they still live there, and it's the same house where Paul lived during that time. A serial killer. I don't go near it though. Even though I'm a YouTuber, I thought about doing a video on it. Nice, yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, especially like Corey Haim. Corey Feldman's more Los Angeles. But Corey Haim was on the North York hockey team here. And I'm right in North York. But I don't know. Now that we know everything, it needs to go to the police and somebody needs to take it seriously and change it and make Kurt look good again in the media. And I'm waiting for that day. And I'm waiting for the day when what Kurt Cobain was putting out comes back again in a much stronger way. In a much stronger, euphoric way, like it did when Nevermind came out. It's really spiritual, and we had that hijacked from us by people that are all fucking for Jeffrey Epstein, Mossad people, Gnostics, Zionists, Freemasons, and we're supposed to just remain victims just like Kurt Cobain. Here and beyond. But we don't have to. And there's many ways spiritually we combine ourselves, we connect, we get through this. We know what happened. So when we're in the astral plane, you deal with the knowledge of what you know, not what you heard before that you believed for so long. That was wrong. Well, because Michelle and Lisa have been taking money from people and using my work and other people's work and just making money and bullying people. If you want to help a murder case, you don't become like the person that murdered the person. Or at least you shouldn't. Anyways, I am watching Child's Play. Chucky movie on AMC, so I will talk to you all later. been 20 minutes exactly. Good night. I don't think Dylan was interviewed except for like by Tom, but Tom didn't put everything out. If he doesn't want to look guilty, he should put everything out. Alright, good night, everybody. Thank you. Peace. Peace, Edmond. 7943. Have a good night. And I'll talk to you probably tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. Keep it real. And now I have to fucking figure out how to fucking stop this shit. Alright. How do I fucking stop this? Oh, right. Right here. Alright, peace. Peace, Adam 17. Bye, everybody else.